Dear student, I am Dr. Mohammad Nasser Malik. Today I teach you alkaloid, their classification. So in this topic, you study what is alkaloid and what is their classification according to different uh, forms. This is a disclaimer for this video content. Prerequisite and recapitulation. You study the alkaloid, their classification. Student, you learn introduction, classification. According to classification based on pharmacological action, classification based on chemical structure, classification based on the biosynthesis of the alkaloids. So first classification according to pharmacological classification, that is biological activity of the uh, alkaloids. So you study different types of biological activity of the alkaloid, like some are anti-cancer, some are anti-helminthic, some are cough suppressants, some are sympathomimetics. The classification structure of heterocyclic or no heterocyclic type of ring structure, the biochemical origin like biosynthesis pathway of the production on the plant, the taxonomical origin, plant families rich in alkaloids. Okay. So classification based on the ring structure or nucleus. Piperidine like lobeline drug, which comes in this. Propane nucleus like atropine. Quinoline like quinine. Isoquinine like imetine. Indole nucleus containing reserpine and vincristine. Imidazole nucleus containing like pilocarpine. Steroid nucleus containing solanidine. Alkaloidal amine like ephedrine. Purine nucleus containing like caffeine and theophylline. Classification based on the pharmaceutical activity, like different types of alkaloidal drug which are used in different forms for the according to their pharmacological activity. They are used in different diseases, like analgesic and narcotic. Morphine and codeine is a good example. CNS stimulant like caffeine and strychnine. Anti-cancer like vincristine, vinblastine and taxol. Mediatics like atropine. Anti-asthmatic like ephedrine. Antitussive like codeine, which are used in Corex. Expectorant like lobeline. Antihypertensive like reserpine, which are used in high BP. A smooth muscle relaxant, atropine and papaverine. Skeletal muscle relaxant like D-tibocurarine. Anti-helminthic like peletrine and ericoline. Anti-parasitic like quinine and imetine. Okay. Classification based on the Robinson, based on the biosynthesis. Biosynthesis means their synthesis of occurrence. Ornithine alkaloid like pyrroline, alkaloid like nicotine, lysine alkaloid like anabasine, lupinine, phenylalanine alkaloid like L-hyoscyamine and mescaline, tryptophan alkaloid like strychnine and ergotamine, tyrosine alkaloid like morphine, papaverine, codeine, terpenoid alkaloid like squalene and carotenoids, purine alkaloid like caffeine. Classification of alkaloid. According to nitrogen atom, there are different types of alkaloid like true alkaloid, proto-alkaloid and pseudo-alkaloid, sometimes false alkaloid. True alkaloids that are derived from the amino acid and have nitrogen in their heterocyclic ring. Example is atropine. Proto-alkaloid like they are derived from the amino acid and do not have nitrogen in their heterocyclic ring like ephedrine. Pseudo-alkaloid are not derived from amino acid but have nitrogen in their heterocyclic ring like caffeine. False alkaloid or non-alkaloid give false positive reaction with alkaloidal reagent. Okay. Hagnoir is a scientist. Their classification: true alkaloid which contain nitrogen in the heterocyclic ring and originate from the amino acid. Example are atropine, nicotine and morphine, quinine. All the heterocyclic alkaloid are true alkaloid. Okay, so the true alkaloid should have the following character. It should be sufficiently toxic, should have marked physiological activity, like there are different types of physical activity, should be basic in nature, nitrogen should be present in the heterocyclic ring, should be derived from the amino acid, should occur in plant as a salt of organic acid. Proto-alkaloids, like they are also called non-heterocyclic or atypical alkaloid or biological amines. They are less commonly found in nature. These molecules have a nitrogen atom which is not a part of any ring system. Example of these include ephedrine, colchicine, erythromycin and Taxol. Table below show the different types of chemical structure and biological efficiency of the compound. Like example include mescaline, adrenaline and ephedrine. So there are different types of pseudoalkaloid. They do not derive from the amino acid nitrogen in their heterocyclic ring. They do not show many of the typical character of alkaloid but give standard quality test of alkaloid like a straddle alkaloid like consine and purine basis caffeine. Okay, you see the different tables and they are alkaloidal nature like ephedrine, biological adrenergic agent used in asthma and hay fever. Colchicine, this is the structure of colchicine which are used in relief in the gout. Erythromycin, like it is antibiotic used in different types of disease. Taxol, it is a very potent drug for the cancer, especially in the ovarian and breast cancer. Okay. Heterocyclic alkaloid or typical alkaloid, structurally they have the nitrogen as a part of cyclic ring. These are more commonly found in the nature. Heterocyclic alkaloid are further subdivided into 14 groups based on the ring structure containing the nitrogen. These are the basically heterocyclic ring present in the different types of alkaloid. So first one is pyrrole and pyrrolidine. You see the pyrrole and pyrrole example. You see the pyrrole rings in hegrine and strychnine. Pyrrolidine, synchronicine, which contain pyrrolidine nucleus. Here you see this. Okay, red color. Show the nucleus. Pyridine and piperidine, this contain lobeline, nicotine, piperine, coneine and trigonine contain pyridine and pyrrolidine types. Okay, so you see the pyridine nucleus here. Okay, and next one is propane alkaloid, which is a good example. Atropine and hyoscyamine. You see the propane nucleus is contained. Cocaine is a good example. Cocaine, this contain the heterocyclic ring, propane nucleus in their ring. Quinoline, quinoline alkaloid, quinine contain quinidine, synchorine and synchorine of this. You see the quinoline nucleus in this quinine. Okay, red color. The morphine, imetine, papaverine, narcotine, D-tibucorin and codeine is an example of isoquinoline alkaloid. So you see next is atropine. Atropine, apoporphine reduce the isoquinoline and naphthalene. Like you see this apophine like isoquinoline nucleus this contain and naphthalene nucleus. Here you see the red color. Okay, quinazoline like cysteine, lupine, lupine and aspartame which contain quinazoline nucleus. You see the indole or benzoyl pyrroline like physostigmine, ergotamine, vinblistine, vincristine, strychnine, brucine. These are all contain indole type of nucleus. Okay, so next is indolazodine like castrospine and swanesoline like castrospine like used to indolazodine nucleus. Okay, imidazole nucleus like pilocarpine and pilocinin which contain indole nucleus. Purine types are like caffeine and theobromine which contain purine, or you can say pyrimidine, imidazole type rings. Okay, estradiol some contain glycosides like consine and solanidine, like you see the this type of estradiol nucleus they contain. Terpenoids, some are contain terpenoid nucleus like aconine. So this is the terpenoid nucleus. Okay, these are the basically references of this lectures. You see this is the references, some of the website, some of the research paper material. Okay, So you see it and you study it. If you have any question, you can ask me, you query it. Okay. Thank you, dear student.